Today I'm going to talk about LeetCode question 217, contains duplicate. So given an array, integer array nums, return true if any value appears at least twice in the array, and return false if every element is distinct. So the problem is pretty self-explanatory. If we see a number value at least one other time in the array, then we return true. So a brute force approach would be to iterate through the array, and for each value, check if all the other elements after it is the same element here. For example, if we look at this array, 1, 2, 3, 1, we look at 1 first, and then in another loop, check every other element after this position here. So is this the same as 1? No. Is this the same as this one? No. Is this the same as this one? Yes. So returned true. And in example 2 here, of course, every element is distinct, so we return false. So this naive approach would be O of n squared, because we're looking at each element at least twice. We're looking through the array twice, but a better approach is a linear time O of n, where basically we can use a hash map to remember, or a dictionary. It can also be called a dictionary, where we can remember the value we just looked at. So for example, if we look at this value 1 here, and this is our hash map or dictionary, is this 1 in this dictionary, and remember, dictionary lookup time is constant, O of 1. So we check, is 1 in the dictionary? Nope. Move on. But before we move on, we want to store this 1 in the dictionary here. So then after that, we move on to 2. We check, is 2 in this dictionary? Nope. Let's just add it here. Let's just remember this value here. We just looked at 2, and if we find another 2 later on, we know we looked at this guy here, and we can return true. So we look at 3, is 3 in this dictionary? Remember, dictionary is O of 1 lookup. Nope, so we store this here. We remember that we looked at 3, and finally we look at this last one here. Is 1 in this dictionary? It is actually. We did find a 1, and we just found a duplicate, so now we return true. And similarly for this guy here, we go through 1, 2, 3, we store it in the dictionary to remember them, that we just found them, and we just saw them. And we look at 4, and since 4 is not in this dictionary, we add it here, and it just so happens we actually reached the end of the array, and we found no duplicates, so we return false. So to code up the solution here, we first initialize our dictionary. Actually, I'm going to use a set for this. A set is like a dictionary, except it only contains keys, not key value pairs like a dictionary has. We don't really have a value to store, only keys, and the keys are the elements of the array. So we're going to initialize the set here. And we're going to loop through the array. So for val in nums, if val in set, return true, or else we're gonna set dot add val, or else we're gonna just add it to our set here, so dictionary. And finally, return false. If we went through every element in the array, we found no duplicates, return false. So I'm just going to see if this compiles here. The name is not quite right. Okay, and let's try submitting it. And there you have it. Thanks for watching.